On Live at 5 at 4 are sharing their own love stories. We just saw a precious moment between Brian Clay and his lovely wife. He adapted a song from Stevie Wonder for her, kind of serenaded her on this Valentine's Day. But now it's time to hear about the very special woman in Dr. Bob's life.
Well, today is February 14th, Valentine's Day, and I'm going to tell you my own little Valentine love story. It all actually began 2 weeks ago with a ritual. February the 1st, I got a little Valentine card for my wife, and every day in February, I get up early in the morning and I put out a little Valentine's card. It's to tell my wife that I love her and to remember all of the things, the happy things we've done during our married life. Speaking of rituals, we have another ritual. When I come home at night, I always give Carol a kiss, say, "How was your day?" And first thing in the morning when I leave the house, I always say, "Have a good day today," and I give my wife a little kiss. It all began 58 years ago when I was in medical school, and I married my wife, Carol Campbell Overholt. We met in medical school. Our first date was out on the lake. It was instant love at first sight, so much so that I was the designated driver in the front seat on the left, and she sat in the back seat. But eventually the romance continued and we got married February the 14th, 1962. So that was 58 years ago, and during those 58 years, we've had a romantic life, a wonderful life, and a life of love and happiness. We went from medical school to training in Philadelphia, and then went 3 years in Ann Arbor, Michigan. While we were in Ann Arbor, Michigan, we had our first child, Mark Overholt. And then we got drafted into the Army, came back to Michigan, and had our second child, John Overholt. We came into practice in 1970 in Knoxville, Tennessee, and have been here since then. And since that time, we've had a great and a fun time together. During that time, we've hiked together, we've gone to ball games together, we've done everything together. And we've tried to make our life where we shared our love with each other in doing things together. And while we're talking about the things that we like to do, or what's the key to having a love story, it's always think more of your spouse than you do yourself. So I try and think more of Carol. Her initials are Carol Overholt, CO, that's the commanding officer. So I like to play that she's our commanding officer. And I try and do everything that Carol wants. So if we think more of our spouse than we do ourselves, we'll be in good shape. We'll have a happy marriage. So I wish you a happy Valentine, a lot of love, a lot of happiness, and a lot of wonderful time.
Well said, Dr. Bob. 58 years of marriage. We certainly appreciate his advice, and we wish Dr. Bob and his lovely bride, Miss Carol, a very happy anniversary.